Hey, thanks so much for tuning in to the Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth. Today is Fasting Friday. I want to encourage you to choose to fast today. Go without something, either something that you watch, hear, or consume with your mouth. And in place of doing those things, that you would choose to spend time with God. You know, we had some amazing times over the last 3 weeks of our 21 days of prayer and fasting, but we understand that our pursuit of God does not stop. You know, fasting is a spiritual discipline, and the Word of God says when you fast. And so it's something that God has expected us. It's a command that He has us do. Why? Because He understands the power that it has, that we can be more in tune and receptive to His presence and His voice. And so I want to encourage you to do that today. Give God your best today. Even if it's 5 minutes, give God the best 5 minutes of your day today. You know, all week we've been talking about our testimony and the power it has to encourage and to spur others on to be more like Christ, or to that Christ would be revealed to them, that they would discover the saving grace of Jesus Christ. And so much of that is with our words, right? We talked about that. But today we're talking about our actions. And maybe you've heard this phrase before: our actions speak louder than words. You know, when we say something and don't follow it up with actions, we lose our testimony. You know, my wife, she watches a lot of court TV. And if you say all the right things, but yet your actions, you know, you may have a good alibi, you may have good words, but if your life isn't, if you weren't there, if your actions don't follow up with your words, then it's not valid. It's an invalid testimony. It doesn't match up. Our actions are very, very powerful. Maybe you've heard this before, being with a Christian and going with court TV. So think about this. If you were accused of being a Christian, would there be enough evidence in your life to convict you? Would you be convicted of being a Christian if they were looking at the evidence in your life? No, by no means am I condoning or encouraging perfection or works-based salvation. We are saved by grace. Period. We're saved by grace. However, our life is transformed by the working grace of Jesus Christ in us. Our actions are a representation of Christ in us and through us. And so think about that. How we conduct our lives is so important as we represent Him with our actions. Listen to what Philippians chapter 1, verse 27 says. Whatever happens, conduct yourselves in a manner worthy of the gospel of Christ. Then, whether I come and see you or only hear about you in my absence, I will know that you stand firm in one spirit, striving together as one for the faith of the gospel. I want to encourage you. I mean, that's such an encouraging word there. I want to encourage you to live your life worthy of the gospel of Christ, representing Him to others. Let our actions speak louder than our words. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in today. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for another Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth.